Bună ziua! Good day from Romania, from Bucharest. I kiss you all, and I'm happy to be back with a new episode. I arrived here in Romania 12 days ago. I've been staying with my mom for a week. I loved being there. I left on the 29th of December from Austria, and I stayed one night in Temesvar, in Timișoara, at my favorite hotel. And then the next day on the 30th I drove to my mother's house. She lives in this beautiful city which is surrounded by hills but also by mountains, 50 or 60 kilometers away from Dracula Castle. So yes, I took this route around Dracula Castle. It was full of tourists, but otherwise the whole roadway it was clear, although it was the 30th. And on the next day, on the 31st, we decided to go to a monastery around this city, Câmpul. There are many monasteries, and I love to experience the life there during different celebrations like Christmas, Easter, or other Christian Orthodox celebrations, because we didn't have grandparents living outside of the city, living in the countryside or other towns, cities, villages. And I'm melting of pleasure every time I'm there to discover new traditions. And at this monastery I saw some nuns walking around. I didn't want to disturb them. I didn't even find a place where I should light the candles. I got some candles from the church, but I saw them from the distance, and they were carrying big trays of food for their own New Year celebration. And then I got so curious. I was thinking, how would they celebrate New Year? What would they eat? Would they listen to some music or not? I got so curious, but of course I don't know anything about it. But it was extremely peaceful. It was warm outside, 14 Celsius degrees. And actually, throughout the start of the year, the first week, we had 14, 15, 16 Celsius degrees. It felt like springtime. Birds were singing. Now it's very cold. And yeah, after this 1 week, I didn't really want to leave, but I had to come to Bucharest. I came here a few days ago. It's Sunday, so I arrived on Thursday. And Bucharest is wild. Wild is not the right word. It's too little to describe it as wild. I was born in Bucharest. It's my hometown. I miss it when I'm in Austria, but being here is a challenge. And I don't know how to cope with it. I don't know how to simply breathe in all this energy, this craziness. There are issues, there are problems arising out of nowhere, and I have to solve them. I'm on my own. But the good thing is that it's my mother language, so I know better how to express myself. I know how to speak. And on the first day, on Thursday, I went to one of the authorities, the financial authorities for my district. They did 2 crazy mistakes. And I met some wonderful people there. They saw me with my luggage because I took a trolley full of documents to prove my justice, and they appreciate it. But then there were 2 ladies there that were blaming me, and I said, why are you blaming me? I mean, it's obvious that there is a problem in the system. I mean, if you want to blame someone, blame the computer, blame the system, but not me. Anyway, in 45 days, I'll get an answer. First issue is that they told me I have to pay the tax for my former car, but I left Austria in 2002, and I declared everything and I paid all the taxes in Austria. and I got the Austrian number plates and everything, but they said, from 2002 on you have to pay the car tax. I don't have this car is history. And then the second thing was that I have to pay the garbage tax for this apartment, but I didn't sign any contract for the garbage. I'm here like 2-3 weeks a year, and I don't have any contract with City Hall, with the authorities. So I had to prove everything, and in 45 days I will get an answer. For the first time in a long time, I don't know how long, but I went to an event yesterday evening. I took my time to decide if I want to go to this event for the obvious reasons. I'm 3 times vaccinated, and I said it has to work. The vaccine has to work. I know that you can get COVID, you can get corona, even though you are vaccinated, but then you have to start living and to simply get back to normality. And I've asked my mom if it would be a good idea to go to this event in this wonderful restaurant, and she said, sure, go. But then I asked other ladies, and they said, don't take the risk, don't go. And I was in between, but then finally I said, why not? One day before I said, yes, I'm in, I will go, I will participate, because there is a group of 18-20 people that are meeting 2-3 times a year to this wonderful historic place. It's a restaurant owned and run by a wonderful lady. The lady, she's telling a poem or more poems at the beginning of each evening. They have live music, traditional live music, Romanian music, but also international one. The food is exquisite, and all around it, all around this restaurant, what it has to offer is exquisite. And of course, the group of ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to be there, to be with them. It's my second time. And actually, I will insert now a 2-minute clip to also show you the evening from yesterday, and then I will continue to give you more feedback and to take you around to a nice place. So watch now the evening from yesterday.
Să trăiesc și să iubesc, dacă mă duc am iubit-o și-o iubit, frică mică bătrânesc, dar eu tot am să iubesc, dacă mă duc am iubit-o și-o iubit,
So my dears, that was the evening from yesterday, Saturday evening. And yes, so I have no regrets. I won't get any corona. I will do a test in a few days because I want to visit again my mother before I will leave. Actually, I will be staying 2 more weeks in Bucharest to solve other other things. But yes, I will do a test. I'm a responsible citizen, and yes, I would like now to thank you. I didn't say strongly enough on my last episode to thank you for all the messages that you've sent me. Many of them coming from you that you don't personally know me, but you've been sending me so many messages for my birthday, for Christmas time, for New Year, and a few hundreds came after an article was republished on life.ro. It's a magazine, it's a digital magazine, an amazing platform where different life stories are written, are published in an interview form, mostly, or format, but also other international topics. And yeah, I received many messages. I thank you all for your warmth, for your heart, for your initiative to write to me, to a stranger to you. But many of you said that you identified yourself with my story. And that's so nice that you simply write me, because I never took the courage, let's say courage, or the initiative to write to anyone that I like or admired after reading an article or seeing a video, but you did that and I respect it. And yes, I hug you and I thank you. Yesterday also I had a visit from journalist Roxana Melnicu. She's my childhood friend. We were childhood friends, and then it was a break until last year. So it's amazing that we found each other. She still lives in the neighborhood, and it was such a pleasure that she came here at my apartment. She offered me 2 magazines. She's highly talented. She's an amazing professional, and I love hearing her stories, her professional stories, because it's something new to me. And she also gave me a beautiful calendar from an organization. It's actually called a foundation, Calea Victoriei, so Victoria Avenue Foundation. It's a cultural, so artistic or art and cultural foundation. Today, actually, since I came to Romania, I'm using Vie de Chateau Intense. It's a perfume, it's a Eau de Parfum by Nicolai. It's a bit heavy, but I only spray it twice. And it's very suitable for the winter time. It belongs to my husband, but I took it, and a few days later, while I was here, I called him and I said, if you look through your perfumes and if you will not see this one, don't be scared, it's with me. And he was not very happy, but he said, okay, it's winter time and it will not get off, because he likes to keep them in a dark place and without humidity. So I love wearing this perfume. Today I will be going to my grandparents' grave, and I will not be lighting up candles because it might rain, it will get wet. But I know, I feel it, that they would love some incense smoke. So I took some incense and basil from the monastery where my mother, close to the city where my mother lives. And here I also have an icon. It smells so good. And I have some little firecrackers. I hope that nobody will think that I'm crazy, but I want to light up a firecracker at their grave to celebrate this new year. I feel that it's going to be a good year, a better one. It has to be a better one. And later today, I mean, it's already late, it's almost 2 p.m. and the way to the cemetery, it will take a while. But later today, around 5:30, I will be taking a train to Constanța. Constanța is a big city, it's a harbor city at the Black Sea. And there, my niece is studying medicine, and she invited me to spend a couple of days with her. And yeah, I will take you with me. I will take you to the Black Sea in the winter, now in January. But I hope that you will enjoy it. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't know Constanța very well. My mom used to take us when we were kids, 5, 6 year old or 7, I don't know, but we were very small, for very little, and I'm curious to see how I will like it. I'm sure I will, and I will show you the sea. I kiss you for now. I have to rush to go to the cemetery. I will be arriving late in Constanța. My niece will pick me up from the train station. So tomorrow in the morning, I will show you the sea. See you!